Welcome to Lost Girl Therapy. Let's talk about the differences between London, New York, and Boston from an energetic perspective from an energy practitioner. These are only my experiences. These do not apply for everyone. Everyone resonates with a different geographical location. So starting with New York, do I resonate with it? 50-50. New York has a lot of chaotic energy that makes me feel on edge. However, there are parts of New York that I feel completely at peace in. There's this undercurrent for me of consistent movement that from an energy perspective can get really exhausting. I also have a lot of difficulty grounding in New York, regardless of where I'm at. If it's on Long Island, if it's in the city, if it's upstate, doesn't matter. I have a lot of difficulty remaining planted and solid. Opposite is London, where I ground easily. And my entire energetic space just feels open and expansive and wide and bright and flows easily. So I open and close more easily. I also am able to sense other things stronger, so I can channel more easily here and trust that I'm only receiving what's meant for me, as opposed to in New York where I would channel and I would second guess myself all the time, being like, was this mine? Did I pick up somebody else's? Because there's so much congestion in New York that it's sometimes difficult to block other people's stuff. And I live on the outskirts of London, so I'm not in heavy central all the time, and that makes a huge difference. But me being in any part of the country, because I've been to England multiple times before, I just feel grounded here 10,000 times better and differently than I ever did in New York. Boston is tricky. Boston for me has this undercurrent of darkness, always has, even when I did my undergrad there or my master's, but I never feared it. It was just kind of that known thing of ooh, all right, we've got the darker side of energy here. It doesn't mean negative. It just means that there is a potent force going on that exists. And despite my multiple negative experiences in Boston, the city itself energetically, I always found to be interesting. And I enjoyed the more witchy side that Massachusetts offers. But after I left and I tried to go back, oh my God, 3 or 4 times. Every single time I stepped foot off the train in Boston, I got sick. One time I got a migraine within 30 minutes of being there and spent the next 3 days in bed. When I went back for my 5-year reunion, I had to lay down at least 6 hours because I could feel forces around me and it was just too much. I tried to rent an apartment there. The moment I stepped foot in the apartment, I got the shakes. Boston has rejected me so hard. But Massachusetts as a state has also rejected me because I went to a retreat with my mom there, and the moment we crossed from the Connecticut to Massachusetts border, I was nauseous, dizzy, and seeing spots. Massachusetts has just rejected me. I'm not meant to go back there right now. And I always just find it interesting because that's where I psychically open, so I'm really not sure why it has pushed me out, but I cannot step foot back there right now. So, different locations have different feelings, but from an energetic perspective, it's important for me to be in a space where I feel calm and grounded, and I don't feel like I'm going to be sick.